On a day that the BJP has got almost the biggest mandate in the entire Northeast, a resounding victory in Arunachal Pradesh, I am joined by the BJP's most prominent politician from Northeast, Union Cabinet Minister, Mr. Kiren Rijiju. Mr. Rijiju, welcome to NDTV.
Thank you.
Mr. Rijiju, this victory, as I was trying to ask you the last time, resounding victory, massive mandate in Arunachal Pradesh. But is it a message coming out from Northeast? Is it a message coming out from that all critical state of Arunachal Pradesh, from the people of Arunachal Pradesh, or is it just a victory of the overwhelming resources of BJP?
First of all, I must thank you for having me in your show. I was just collecting informations from across the state of the different assembly segments. Some of the seats which BJP lost are with a very thin margin. But anyhow, right now the figure coming is 46 seats. So it's a huge victory for Arunachal Pradesh people actually, because in last 10 years, the state has seen the real development. There is a real transformation in terms of developmental activities which had happened across the state. So I must thank the people of Arunachal Pradesh for reposing their full faith in BJP. But let me tell you, the most important factor for BJP coming back to power in Arunachal Pradesh is Prime Minister Modi ji's visionary leadership. Otherwise, a state like Arunachal Pradesh, which is most difficult state in the country in terms of geographical and topographical conditions, and to develop this state within 10 years, to have airports, railway lines, highways, all villages connected with roads, 3G, 4G networks, all the basic amenities, which is almost complete in entire state in last 10 years. This was an impossible task in the past, but this has been made possible in last 10 years. That is why we have won this election with such a comfortable margin. We could have won the remaining seats also, but Nikunj, I must honestly tell you, when the ticket distribution was happening, some of the old BJP candidates, old party workers, they also sought the party tickets. So some of the winning candidates could not secure the BJP tickets. So they had gone and they filed the nomination from some other parties. So you will see there's only one Congress MLA who has won in Arunachal. Out of 60, only one Congress. And that too, there was a mistake in that constituency at the time of the distribution of tickets. Otherwise, Congress would have been zero. So that one seat also is a fluke. So with this result, as I was mentioning you, the transformational change which we have witnessed in last 10 years in Arunachal Pradesh gives no scope for any other party to win the election. Forget about Congress. Congress chapter is closed because they cannot come back to power in Arunachal because 60 years they did nothing. So it is a charismatic leadership of Prime Minister Modi ji and entire BJP Karyakartas and machineries which you had mentioned. Definitely the BJP machinery on the ground, it worked tremendously for BJP's spectacular victory because our cadres are trained. BJP workers are full-time. It is not like Congress, you come today and leave tomorrow. It is a well-trained machinery and full-time Karyakartas. We call it Purnakalin. So this kind of dedicated team on the ground ensured the BJP's colorful victory in this election in Arunachal Pradesh.
Mr. Rijiju, since you are saying that Congress's chapter is closed in Arunachal Pradesh, let me ask you one thing. That Northeast has traditionally sided with the party that has formed the government in center. Is it also a reason why BJP is getting such thumping victory in Arunachal Pradesh? Because Mr. Modi has led a full mandate government at the center.
No, that is not exactly true what you had given an observation. See, Vajpayee's time, BJP was in the government at the center for 6 years, but not a single BJP government in Northeast. Remember, and before that also, BJP never had government in the Northeast. During Janata Party time also, we didn't have a BJP presence in Northeast. So it is wrong, analysis to say that the Northeastern people go with the center. But it really benefits to go with the center, especially if we have a government like Modi government. So in 2015, Arunachal became the first state to be governed by BJP party. So you have to be very careful about it. Modi ji became Prime Minister in 2014. Arunachal Pradesh was the first state to have BJP government in 2015. Thereafter, we had government in Assam, Manipur, Tripura, alliance government in Nagaland, Meghalaya, Sikkim. So this is the first time that we have a charismatic Prime Minister in the country, and the Northeastern people feel that there is somebody who listens to us, who cares us. So that caring and loving attitude of Modi ji and his direct connect with the Northeast, including his transformational change. If you see the infrastructure, it's a transformational change we have seen. So these are the important attributes for BJP's winning election after election in Northeast. So barring Mizoram, I was in charge and we won 2 MLA seats for the first time. Barring Mizoram, we are in the government in all the states in Northeastern region. So that means the leadership at the center matters a lot. But at the same time, it is wrong that anybody who forms the government in the center, the Northeastern people will follow. That is not correct.
Mr. Rijiju, I thank you for your historical perspective there and correcting me. I don't take offense to that. But what I actually meant was that usually because the Northeastern states also depend a lot on the central aid, and in this case you have a full majority government at the central level, it probably works. But that be it. Let me ask you, now that you have joined us very kindly, let me also ask you about the exit poll results that happened yesterday. Northeast, of course, we have discussed. Most of the exit polls, Mr. Rijiju, are giving a clear thumping majority to the BJP on its own, and a massive, some even 2/3 majority to the NDA. Do you think, you have been a long-standing member and a minister in the entire 10 years of Mr. Modi, do you think that these results are going to hold true on that day? And if yes, why? Because there was a lot of skepticism that since the polling percentage is falling, BJP may actually slip in its tally.
You are right. I have been in the politics for a long time. I had worked with Vajpayee ji. I was, commission member those days. Then I was member of parliament since 2004, and I'm continuing to work in the government as well as in the party side also. What I have seen is when there is a strong undercurrent, when the trend of the entire country is in one direction, then it is not only about the exit polls or opinion polls. Then the people also start thinking that, yes, the nation is in one direction. So today, after a long time, we have seen that a prime minister is going to become prime minister for the 3rd consecutive time with each election with record margin. So 2024, I feel, will be a record in a way, not only Modi ji becoming the 3rd time elected prime minister consecutively after Nehru, but he will be the only democratically elected leader in the world to command such a mandate, the pan-India mandate from top north in Jammu Kashmir to south in Kanyakumari, from northeast Arunachal to Gujarat, across the country. If you remember, we had a conversation a month back That time I told you, that time this exit poll and this were not even in the picture. And I told you, BJP will cross 313. That was my, personal analysis that time. BJP will cross 313.
You did tell me, and I also remember telling you, Mr. Rijiju, that I trust your numbers because on most of the occasions, your numbers have been right. Your numbers have, in fact, even on the state elections, whenever I have picked up your mind, state elections where the BJP has lost, you have been actually almost always right. So I agree, I concede that point before exit polls. We did have that conversation. But let me ask you one thing more about exit polls. Some of the opposition leaders currently are saying that these are exit polls and do not think that these are the final results, and the final results can be dramatically different. This is the opposition's claim. What do you have to say to that, Mr. Rijiju?
No, opposition claim has no basis because I have gone to Tamil Nadu, I've gone to Ladakh, I've traveled across Northeast, I had gone to Mumbai. In fact, my last election campaign was in Mumbai. I met some minority communities, majority communities. So across the country, east, west, north, south, I have seen a very same kind of pattern in every part of the country, that Modi ji has to become the Prime Minister again. So it is Prime Minister Modi who is the central figure in the entire election campaign. And people of India started giving that slogan. No, the 400 par slogan is not given by Modi ji. It is people who said it. Modi ji only repeated it and picked up the slogan and then raised in the public functions and rallies. So the opposition party trying to, discredit the exit polls is basically making themselves happy for 2 days. On 4th, the result will come. So they are preparing to create some kind of confusion and excuses just to get away from the humiliation which they are going to be, facing. They will be routed in some of the states where Congress was making big claims. They will be routed in those states where they had some little hope. So this is the power of the people, and this is the charismatic attraction which Modi can spread across the country. So opposition party are just making excuse. I want to go one step further. I think we will cross even the figures given by the exit polls. That is my personal reading.
Power of the people and charismatic leadership of Mr. Narendra Modi, says Union Minister Mr. Kiren Rijiju. Mr. Rijiju, thank you very much for joining us. And once again, congratulations to you on the thumping victory in Arunachal Pradesh.
Thank you very much, Nikunj.